Hello, I'm Bill Bass. I'm here with Shop.org TV, and our guest right now is Mark Hendricks from ClickBooth. Mark, welcome to the show.
Hey, Bill. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. So tell us about ClickBooth. What is ClickBooth?
ClickBooth is an exclusive CPA network, and we basically are an aggregator of advertisers, some of the top advertisers in the world. And we basically take their offers, whether it be products, services, or whatnot, and basically drive traffic to their sites, their offers, whatever, either through search, web display banner, or email traffic.
And this is, so CPA stands for?
It's cost per acquisition. So
it's like an affiliate network?
Actually it is, and basically cost per acquisition is they're actually paying for sales. So they're paying for leads, whatever that action is, versus paying for clicks, exposure, whatever it is, like you would through, print ads or TV spots or so on and so forth.
So how long has ClickBooth been around?
Around 7 years.
7 years.
Around South Florida.
South Florida?
Yeah.
Do you fly in from South Florida?
It's beautiful down there, yeah.
Is it hotter here in Las Vegas or harder down there?
It depends on whether you're talking about the night or the day. It's actually pretty steamy down there right now. So.
Yeah. And so you've been around 7 years. And so what would differentiate, and can I just call it an affiliate network? Would
Sure.
that be the closest
Absolutely.
thing? What would differentiate ClickBooth from a commission junction or a link share, or now I guess there's Google Analytics that just, not Google affiliates that just launched?
That's a good question. One of the things that definitely separates us is our quality. And it's one of the highest priorities, obviously, for our advertisers. They're looking not just for volume, which we can deliver, they're looking for quality volume. So it's one of our biggest highlights, compliance department.
So how do you determine quality volume? What would differentiate quality volume? I mean, clearly, the number of clicks or something like that are coming through, but what would differentiate?
Certainly there's a lot of elements in the industry that are very negative as far as fraud goes, as far as things that can get you in trouble with the federal government. So we pride ourselves to having one of the industry-leading compliance departments out there that really protects our clients, protects our advertisers from all those elements that you might see on another network or your own if you try to manage your own affiliate program.
So affiliate programs have been around for a while. I think LinkShare was the first one, got started around 96, 97. What's new in affiliate programs? I mean, what's coming down the pike? Are the changes coming down the pike, or is it affiliate programs are kind of well established and now it's how do you execute that? Or is there anything, game-changing floating around out there?
We've always led the industry along the way with several things, whether it be compliance, whether it be moving from, higher quality traffic away from incentivization, things like that. One of our biggest things right now is, we always have our publishers' best interests in mind. We always have our advertisers' best interests in mind. We're also now going after, making sure we have the consumer's best interests in mind, because that's a huge part of keeping this affiliate program, keeping online marketing together, is the value being delivered to that consumer, that end user, on a day-to-day basis. So we basically have a department now that basically monitors all of our advertisers' offers, makes sure that value is being consistently delivered to them, and making sure that that third party is getting the same consideration as everybody else we give consideration to.
For a typical advertiser, what percent? So I'm a typical retailer.
Sure.
What percent? And let's say I'm a typical retailer. I have an affiliate program. I'm doing search engine marketing. I'm doing all the things. I'm sending out emails. I'm doing kind of all the things that one would think somebody should be doing. What percent of my sales would be coming in through the affiliate program? On average, roughly.
Well, it depends on how much your efforts are put into, offline advertising, online advertising. I know companies that tend to put a lot of their efforts, 80% or more, into online advertising, because they know at the end of the day it's more efficient. They're paying for leads, they're paying for sales. They're not paying for just exposure, and like I said, radio or print, whatever that might be, TV slots that may or may not engage the viewer. So, with us, a lot of our advertisers are finding, online is the most efficient way to capture, efficiently capture, stronger ROIs, things like that.
And so are you finding that they're shifting those advertising dollars from offline to online, with affiliates being where they want to spend it? Or are you capturing more online advertising dollars and affiliates coming from search engine marketing or something?
I'm seeing more and more of it getting shipped every day to online advertising.
From the offline?
Absolutely. Most of our advertisers, again, they just see it as a more efficient way to optimize their spends and things like that.
Are they pulling it out of print, pulling it out of television, or?
I think all three. And here's the nice thing about it is, an added benefit just from online advertising is, we're giving that free exposure out there anyway. The same exposure they're paying for, we're giving it to them, whether it's email, whether it's web display. I mean, think about having a billboard and not paying for it on a major interstate or having a television spot on a major network
Because you're
and
only
not
paying
paying
for
for
it
the
when you get
advertising.
clicked.
You're only paying for the leads, not clicks. You're only paying for the
not
leads,
clicks,
or sales, whatever it is. So it literally is, hey, can we take this money and put it here and hope we hit our targets, or do we put our money here and know that we're only going to pay for quality and get that free exposure as just kind of an added benefit?
How much does it vary? So if I'm going to pay for let's say I'm going to pay for a sale in the affiliate world right now. How much of a range in there is a percent of what I'm paying? I mean, could I pay 50% or where's the kind of average out to?
It depends on the offer, it depends on the product, but most advertisers are finding it's in their best interest to be as aggressive as possible because they see the returns on these things every day. So more and more advertisers are upping their payouts, increasing their either percentages.
So is aggressive 70% or is aggressive 17% or 7%? Or
without being evasive, that's just a question that's really tough to gauge. It depends on the vertical. It depends on which kind of product you're talking about.
Yeah, you pay less for like a low margin product like consumer electronics and
absolutely.
more for a higher margin product like a mortgage or something like that.
Correct. There's little cost involved. There's little overhead involved with with the online media. So they're seeing that they can put more and more into the payout to drive the traffic. I mean, that's part of our objective network is the higher you pay out, the more aggressive you are in the payouts. We're taking very slim margins to kind of fatten up that offer for our publishers. Because at the end of the day, the publishers, it comes down to conversions, making sure the publisher wants to run the offer continually and more often.
Yeah, interesting. And you guys have a booth here
Absolutely.
At the show? Where's the booth?
Down over there in the corner next to all the refreshments. So
that's a good place to go. So as you're grabbing a beer, stop by.
Absolutely.
Stop by
to our PR
ClickBooth
department over there. So.
Outstanding. Well, Mark Hendricks from ClickBooth, thank you very much for coming and joining us.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks for having us.